Myles, how are you, my
doing?
friend?
How
Have
you
a
doing?
seat.
Good to see you. Mind if we borrow you here? Okay, we just finished that thought.
You want to take your shirt off so we can see your new body?
Nah, man.
Do you? All right,
That's a good intro.
let's talk. We just had DeMontis on, and I think late at the end of the offseason, you had him down with you, it looked like. And I'm just curious about your guys' relationship, because I think that might be kind of rare to have two guys in your position want to do that.
Yeah. Well, me and Domas, like ever since we got here, we kind of clicked. Like, we got a great relationship off the floor, and I think he's gonna grow even more on the floor. Give him the opportunity to play more with each other. And when he came down to Dallas, just kind of showed him how we work down there. Just kind of showed him around and whatnot, and just get him more and more acclimated with each other.
He said something that I thought was really interesting. He talked about changing his diet and trying to lose some body fat so he would be quicker and better equipped, perhaps, to guard fours. So do you see when you play together that you'll be guarding the five and still staying around the rim while he'll take the four?
See, it's just I feel like it's very interchangeable, and it's all going to be matchup driven. I mean, if there's guys that, quicker guys that I need to guard out there, maybe longer guys, and I can see myself guarding out there on the perimeter as well, and him being down there rebounding like he does, or, vice versa. He'll be moving around with guards out there, and I'll be able to block shots, and they can switch. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff we can do.
How much, if at all, was watching what Victor did last offseason and his jump a factor in you clearly wanting to take it up another level?
Well, seeing the way Vic came in and worked, and just seeing the progress he had with it, and just how it came easy to him, it was definitely inspiring. But it wasn't necessarily anybody who influenced off-season work. It was all me. I just wanted to get started with it. The diet was a huge part of it as well. Just starting to eat better and not eat as bad as I was my first couple of years in the league.
How bad were you eating? What were you eating?
I could say I was eating pretty bad. Like days for games, I would get like Wingstop or pizza and all kinds of crap like that. But it just never really affected me. Like last year is when it really started affecting me. My first and second year, I can eat whatever I want and still be good the next day. But last year I started to feel a little bit slower and hurt.
That's amazing to me because you're still a young guy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that your metabolism would be impacted so dramatically.
See, I didn't think it would either, but just the way I felt this summer and the way, as opposed to the way I felt last season, I mean, it's just like it's night and day.
So was that your primary area of change as you went about preparing for another season, just the diet, the nutrition, and so on?
Well, it was a lot of things. Diet was a big part of it, but just my mentality, just the way I approached the game, the way I studied the game, a lot of things changed.
As you go through this transition this offseason, specifically on the floor, what parts of your game do you think will benefit the most, or do you hope will benefit the most from this change?
Just being able to move. I'm moving so much quicker, I think, personally. And just being able to move quicker on defense and be able to be that guy that wreaks havoc down here.
What do you expect from your team?
I'm expecting us to make more of a jump, than I feel like a lot of people are calling last year, like a fluke. What's supposed to happen? It was just, 1 in chance. But I'm expecting us to take a major leap this year. I feel we definitely have the bench that's adapt to do it, and I'm looking to make a run in this playoffs. The Eastern Conference right now is competitive. Everybody has the same goal in mind right now, but I'm very high on our team.
Good to see LeBron on the other side of the street.
You always want to play the best competition, but
not till the finals.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of good to get that beast out the East like that.
You mentioned your ability to move better. In terms of a rim protector on the defensive side of the ball, clearly shot blocking is a skill that has transferred from college into the NBA. You've been near the top of the charts since you've been in the league. As it becomes full picture, though, rim protection, more than just blocks, clearly. Do you feel like your changes will help in that, and what does it take to take even another step forward on the defensive end?
Well, blocking is really just timing. I don't really think there's a lot of ways you can work on blocking. It's like either you have it or you don't. But as far as just moving around in the defense perimeter, that's something you can kind of learn and get more adept to just by experience, by doing it. I got a chance to guard more fours last year, and it wasn't my strongest area, and that's what I feel like I've gotten stronger in that area, and I want to keep on advance with that this year.
As you become more accomplished in that area and stay in the league now for a few seasons, do you in any way sense that teams are less reluctant to attack the rim than they were when you first came in? More reluctant.
More reluctant. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what I want the big picture to be. I want guys to fear going down there, going to that painted area, because they got to know that there's a presence down there, and that's that presence being me, and that's the presence that I want to keep on growing on.
All right, Myles, we appreciate your perspective. Welcome back, and best of luck here as training camp begins.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Good to see you.
All righty, thank you.